My first guest tonight and my newsmaker is Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who has been a counsel for Manish Sisodia, appeared for him in the Supreme Court. Dr. Singhvi, without going into the specifics of the case, would you broadly agree that with Manish Sisodia not getting bail today from the Supreme Court as you sought, he is in possibly for the long haul? These are serious Prevention of Corruption Act charges, and therefore Manish Sisodia could now have an extended term in prison.
First of all, Rajdeep, I speak here as a counsel for him. I'm not speaking politically at all. There are larger issues of the political system which can be discussed. But as far as your question is concerned, I don't think any such inevitability must be presumed. The court has only told us that the correct forum at the first stage is to go to the lower court. That's about it. There is no observation on the merits. There is no denial of bail, as is being repeatedly wrongly reported by the media, which somehow tends to take frequently a superficial view of court orders. It is that, and there is substance in that you cannot approach the Supreme Court straight away.
No, that's exactly. No, let's be very clear. You're blaming the media. The media is reporting that you went to the Supreme Court seeking relief for your client. The Supreme Court said, you don't come to us, go to the High Court. I mean,
that's right.
You know, clearly, and what the court was saying, that this was not a fit case to come at ab initio, at the initial stage, to the Supreme Court.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Rajdeep.
So that's a setback.
It's a denial. It's not a denial of merits. It is a decision that the correct forum, understandably, is the lower court. We also understand that it is in exceptional cases that the court can interfere. And they felt that this is not an exceptional case of the category which merits a direct intervention. So it was a decision on forum, where, not a decision on what. But to answer your larger question, I think you have the ladder from the trial court to the High Court, and there is no reason to suppose, if the merits of the case are strong as we believe it is, that he should be denied bail indefinitely.
No, but why is it an exceptional case, given the fact that the CBI claims that they are building a chain linking Manish Sisodia as Deputy Chief Minister, policy decisions taken by his government, to alleged kickbacks that were received? Why should that be treated as an exceptional case? Should he not be able to first lay out a strong case to explain? The CBI says that they've got this link that they've established between retailers in Telangana and the Delhi government. Now,
you see, if you want to ask me the arguments raised, they are the following 6 arguments, which have a lot of merit, but they will be decided by a different court. The first is that there are judgments, like Vinod Dua's case, to an extent like Arnab Goswami's case, where direct interventions by the Supreme Court have been entertained. In particular, Vinod Dua's case. That was cited, that was read. But the court felt that it might open the floodgates if you start hearing every case directly in the Supreme Court. So there is a allowing to withdraw and go to the right forum. That's point one. On the merits, the arguments would be, as in when we go to the other forum, and we gave the flavor of that today in the court. Firstly, that this is a matter approximately August 22. He's been summoned twice in all. Both times he has gone there. The offence alleged is Section 7, which is less than 7 years. For less than 7 years, judgments of the Supreme Court say that unless it is shown by the arresting officer, the investigating officer, on paper, that it is imperative to arrest. Without arrest, investigation will be impeded. Arrest is not the option of first choice. It is the last resort which has to be demonstrated. There can be no reason to arrest a person after 8 months, will be the argument in the lower courts, because he cannot be a flight risk. He cannot be interfering with witnesses. All the evidence is documentary. He has cooperated going when he comes. And therefore, there is no reason why you should need to arrest him. You can interrogate him as many times as you like. The larger issue why this might be a special category case is, here is a person in public life. He's holding 18 portfolios. He's about to present the budget. The work of governance is impeded. And there is no reason demonstrated that you cannot do any investigation without arrest.